Welcome everybody to a very special episode of Dad's Den. Thank you for being here. I have some really special guests for you today, and this is presented by Sony Music South. So Sony Music, thank you for making this happen. Of course, we have Vivek and Mervin. Is that how you say it? Vivek? Is it Vivek?
Vivek.
Vivek
Yeah.
and Mervin. Okay. And obviously they're on screen right now. But before they get a chance to talk, you guys, I got to brag about them a little bit because I'm sure they won't brag about themselves. So if you don't know who they are, I'm sure you guys do know who they are. But if you don't know who they are, I'm going to read through this list of some of the musical scores that they have produced. And I think it's going to blow you guys away. So just listen to this. So first off, I'm going to go back in some history, guys. We're going to take you guys back to high school and college here a little bit. I did a little bit of research. So Vivek, it says trained as a classical musician and was playing in bands in high school and in college. And Mervin was also a musical producer, wrote musical scores, and worked in gospel and classical music. And it says here that you guys were in a band with Anirudh, and the band was called Zinx. Is this correct?
Correct.
Right. Wow. Okay, very cool. Zinx. All right. I would love. Do you guys have recordings of these videos and stuff, or the songs?
You could definitely find videos of it online. Back then, probably when we were in school, when we were probably in high school, and yeah, you could probably find videos of that online.
Nice. We're gonna have to find some of that stuff. We're gonna have to do some reactions or something to that. That's awesome. Some old school Zinx stuff. So here's some of the films that they've worked on, guys. We got Varakuri, Pugul, Tamba. I've never seen Tamba. I really wanted to watch that one. I don't know why I didn't get a chance to watch that one. Sangha Tamilan with Vijay Sethupathi. You guys have worked with Ronnie Rood, Arjit Singh, Hari Haran, and more. Patas. And then here's one of my favorites, and I think this is kind of like an underdog that people don't think about, was Gule Bakavali with Prabhudeva. So I'm a huge Prabhudeva fan. Like, if I could meet anybody Prabhudeva would be my number one choice. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm older, but
both of them are huge fans of him. So yeah.
Yeah, he just, oh my gosh. So anyway, those are just some of the things. And then obviously, one other thing that I wanted to talk about was sorry, people are looking over here because I got my list of stuff I wanted to make sure I hit. You guys' first big hit was Ninja Kula Ni? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that for? What was that song? Was that for a movie?
Yeah, that's for a first movie that we composed together, and that's called Vadakari. And
Okay.
So that was the first song we actually did together.
Okay, and that was in 2014. That's a long time ago.
So that's when we actually started. So that was like a real first chartbuster hit, and
That's great.
and it all started there. Yeah.
Now, does that make you feel old when you say that was back in 2014?
No.
I know, huh? But isn't it amazing how time goes by so fast? And I'm going to ask you a question later, and I think the question's going to be like, what was your favorite project that you've ever worked on? And I know that's a very hard question for artists to answer, because usually they answer, well, it's the one I'm working on now, because it's like, I don't know. I find, like, with musicians especially, music is like in your soul. It's like in your heart, and it's like, I don't know. Is that the same for you guys?
So it is the same for us. And so definitely, if you ask that question, and definitely our next project will be the answer from us, because every project has been special in its own way.
Yeah.
But what we have right now in our hands, we can always make it more special.
That's truth. That's the truth. Okay. And then the big one that everybody knows, 7 Up Madras. That's just like 82 million views. Did you ever think, when you were writing that song and putting that together, that you were going to get 82 million views?
Actually, the both of us, like you said, we were from the band scene. I mean, back in high school, we had a band. So being on stage was like a very natural thing to us. And I mean, the high of being on stage and getting to actually get the feedback from the audience, whether they like it, is actually a huge high for us. And then we started out during doing film work. And actually, when you're doing a lot of film work, sometimes you're all by yourself in the studio. You're like locked up, and it can actually get to you. And so we actually like missed being on stage and actually performing to our own music. So that's how the first song started, the 7 Up Madras Gigs Orasa, the song. And so when we first set out to make the song, we just wanted to make a song that we'd actually like. And We didn't put too much thought behind it, and we just featured in the video. And we thought if it probably like crossed 1 million views, that's a big achievement for independent music in India. But turned out that the song like actually got a lot of good reception with the people. And I think we'll have to say thanks to all the music lovers and all the people who actually made it as big as what it is today.
That's wonderful. You're thinking 1 million views, and then here you are sitting at nearly 100 million views. This is crazy. But that just goes to show, I think, like you said, the music lovers. There's so much music. I think what I'm finding is in the Indian culture, music is such a big part of life. Like music, more so than here in the United States. Here in the United States, we have our music. Everybody loves good music. You know, you listen to the radio, you hear different songs and stuff, but it's not like a part of your like soul, like, you know. And I think that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with listening to not only Indian music, but especially like Tamil music in particular. Songs like, you can write a song, 7 Up Madras. It's literally about, I mean, in my mind, I look at it, I go, you got a drink and you got a city. But people connect it, like they connect with that because it's part of them, you know. And it's like, man, you know, like if I wrote a song about my city that I lived in, nobody would listen to it. You know, people would be like, what are you writing a song about our city? But it's because it's not in your heart, it's not in your soul like it is for you guys. And it's so beautiful just to watch, and I love it so much. But congratulations on 7 Up Madras. That's awesome. But we're going to be talking about the new song, Pakam Niyam Ile. Is that how you?
Pakam Niyam Ile.
Okay. All right. Before we do, by the way, guys, everybody watching, that's going to be releasing January 7th. So you're actually going to watch this after it's been released. So it's already out. I will leave a link down in the description to the video. I want you guys to go to that video. I want you to just flood them with so much love from Dad's Den. Leave comments, hey, Dad's Den fans, love you guys, whatever. Just go to that video and go show them some love, okay? But before we talk about that, I got some fun questions for you guys, and I want you each to answer, okay? All right. So first question is, and this is an easy one. We're going to start easy. Favorite food. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is biryani. I'm sure you would have heard it.
I think my favorite food is home cooked, the Indian thali, the Indian meal that you eat. I think that's our go-to dish, like all the time.
Is that the one where you have like a lot of different items?
Yeah, it's like a huge plate, and it's just like filled up with all these bowls of different things. Ooh. And that's our favorite comfort food.
Nice, I love that, dude. So yeah, my favorite Indian food is biryani too. So. Eric, high five over Zoom. Yeah, no, I love biryani too. And I love food. I'm a foodie. I love food so much. So, okay, next question. Favorite movie. And let's do it this way. Favorite Tamil movie. There we
go. My favorite Tamil movie will be Shivaji, the one with superstar Rajinikanth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Rajinikanth sir fan too. So my favorite would be Padayappa.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. It's hard. You can't beat Rajini, right? I mean, it's like Rajinikanth is just.
Boss.
It's unbelievable. And what's funny for me is over the last year and a half, I'm barely starting to understand how much he means to South India, not just Tamil, but like all of South India. It's crazy. Like even all of India, honestly. He even did a Hollywood movie. He did Bloodstone back in the 80s, I think it was, or something like in the 90s. So he's incredible. Okay. First instrument that you guys played. First instrument you ever played.
Yeah, for me it's the piano.
And I learned the mandolin, and this is the kind of mandolin that, I mean, it's not the bluegrass mandolin.
Okay.
It's not one that's actually used in the country music back in the United States.
Right.
I think this is a different mandolin. I think it's definitely derived from that, but they've changed it to play Indian classical music. So it's an Indian variant of the bluegrass mandolin.
Ooh, nice. Mandolin, huh? I did not suspect that. That's really cool. There's a song. This is what happens when I do live interviews. I go off topic and I start thinking of other things. There's a song, Mandolin. Oh gosh, back written in the 90s, is a U.S. artist. It's such a beautiful song. I'll share it with you after in a link. I'll find it, but I'll share it with you. It's a beautiful song. But anyway, okay. I know you guys have been together, like you guys have been friends for a really long time. But did either of you ever write a song like away from each other, like by yourselves?
I think from when we started working together, we've always been in the studio together. So probably before that, and we definitely have written, songs.
A bunch of songs before that, yeah.
Now, did you record any of them or save any of those?
Some are good and some are not so good. So, so we'll leave it there.
Okay, all right. Because I'm just thinking, there's got to be some like closet in your house that's got like some old recording or something that maybe someday, 20 years from now, we'll pull out and be like, "Hey, listen to this." Remember?
Oh
yeah, yeah. So
it'll bring back a lot of memories for us.
That's cool. Now, has music always been an interest of both of yours ever since you were little?
Both of us, we grew up as musicians, from a very young age. So we knew that we'll definitely be doing something related to music, but we never thought we'll become mainstream film composers at that time. So our first film, it happened by an accident, and just over a call, and they wanted us to do the first movie, and the reception and the love what people gave us, that gave us the confidence to take it forward from there. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is so cool. How about you? Is that something that you always like wanted to do growing up?
Yes, definitely. I think like most Indian parents do. I think when you're in school, like you either go for a class, for a music class, you learn an instrument or you learn to sing, or you play a sport. So that's like the common feature among every Indian kid here.
Okay.
And so in my case, yeah, like I was put in a music class and I started learning from a young age. So we love music. We've always loved music from when we were a kid, but turning into full-time musicians and becoming music composer was like a very late decision, and both of our parents wanted us to go to college and finish our degrees, and only then after that we got the green signal to go ahead and take up music.
That's cool. I'm sure they're very proud of you guys now. So you guys are extremely successful, extremely talented, and I'm sure parents are just like, they're so happy now. So that's great. Okay, I already asked it. I was going to ask, what is your favorite project? But while we're on the topic, favorite project is the one you're currently working on. So let's talk about it. Let's finally talk about Pakam Niyam Ile. So tell me a little bit about this song.
Pakam Niyam Ile is actually our third independent music video. Orasada, the 7 Up Madras gig, Orasada was our first one, and then we came out with Gand Kannama, that was last year, and 2021 we're coming out with this. And the reason why we made it is when the lockdown came about, I think everybody thought it was only going to be like a week or a month or something like that, and it turns out that it's almost going to become a year now. And we were reading like stories about how people were actually separated, and people who were in love, and parents staying away from their kids, and actually people just staying away from their loved ones because you couldn't travel, and you just had to be where you are right now. So Pakam Niyamillai is basically about how you actually miss your most loved one, and and the pain of separation, and that's what the song is about. And so we came up with the song right after the lockdown was lifted, and we could come back to the studio and make music. And then so we collaborated with a lyricist called Ku Karthik, who's worked with us on Guleba and worked with us on other films as well. And so he came up with the lines, and then we had to wait for a while to shoot the video because it wasn't safe to come out and shoot with a big crew. And we waited for a while, and then once we could plan things out and make sure it was safe for everybody to shoot, then we got together a bunch of friends who shot the video for us. And so the director and the cameraman is actually our friend from school. And so we just like rang them up and we said, can we shoot a video? And I think friends are the people that you can actually count on to like shoot a video during the lockdown. And luckily it happened for us. And so the video's coming up, and hopefully all you guys will like it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's been a rough year, I think, for everybody. So and as a fan of music, the music that I connect with, and I'm sure everybody else connects with, is things that you can relate to. And this is definitely something that the entire world can relate to, not only the people from where you are in Chennai and Tamil Nadu area, but around the world. There's going to be people that are going to be watching this video in Canada, in Europe, in Australia, in United States, and they're all going to feel the same thing that you guys are feeling in this song. That's great. That's amazing. I, for me, I'm so impressed with musicians who don't just write music, but write music that has a meaning, and a purpose behind it. And so I can appreciate a song like this because, it's just, it was an emotional year for a lot of people, especially when you're not only dealing with such a hard topic, but then when you're separated too. It just makes it harder because, like you said, can rely on friends to come and just video, but we need friends. Like we're humans. We need that communication. It's so important. And so awesome. Great job. I'm excited for my fans and everybody to watch this video and share it with their family and share it with everybody. So, so my last question was this, and I asked this one to Gibran when he was on, and I thought it was a fun question. And I'm probably going to know what your answer is, but I'm going to just ask it anyway because I figured we should end on a really fun question. So, if you only could eat one food for the rest of your life, and you had to choose, okay, you had to choose either biryani or you had to choose pizza. Biryani or pizza?
Biryani, bro, for me.
Biryani for the win.
Yeah, I knew it. Every time. I mean, it's so funny. Yeah, but see, pizza, like you could put different toppings on there. But I guess biryani, you can do different meats. You can do mutton.
Until it's biryani, Ken. So, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you'd be full. You might gain a lot of weight though with biryani. Though.
Yeah.
You might start looking like me. Anything else that you guys want to talk about on this upcoming project, or that you would love to say to your fans right now?
We just want to say thank you to fans all around the world, especially for the love towards our music, be it Guleba, Chill Bro, or the 7 Up Madras gig, Orasada, because we can see a lot of people talking in the comments from German. They're saying we don't understand one word what you're saying, but it really connects to us. Those are the moments which gives us immense happiness when we read those comments, and especially people who cannot follow Tamil, but still they listen to our music. So that's amazing. So we just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody, all the music lovers who's been listening to our songs and giving so much love from all around the world.
And kudos to you, Ken, for doing this. And we watched a bunch of your videos, and I think you're doing great work. I think you've got like, for the most part, you'd pass off as an Indian. I mean, if you actually do, because you've got your diction right. And we watched a bunch of your videos, and you're doing great work, and you're actually taking the pain of listening to music that's from across the world, and it's literally the other side of the world, and you're actually like checking out all the music, and you're putting out your comments on it. So that's great.
So, so when the situations are fine, please come to India and you can visit us in our studio. We'll love to host you.
Wow, that would be awesome. I would love to do that. We do like a studio tour or something. That'd be so cool. I would love to hang out with you guys. Yes, for sure. And thank you guys so much for coming on. I'm grateful. I'm honored that you guys accepted this invitation. And thank you again, Sony Music, for making this happen. I'm truly, truly blessed. And just on one of the comments you said there about people being able to connect all around the world that don't even speak, Tamil or anything like that, that just goes to show the power of music and the power of a good musician. So kudos to you guys. Very good on you.
Thank you again. Superb talking to you, and we had a really good time with you.
All right. Thank you guys. And everybody who's watching, thank you so much. Please like Panaga, subscribe Panaga, share Panaga, and just, we just love you guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget, go over to their video. I need you guys to just watch 100 times. Just get that thing to 100 million views, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll talk later, okay?
Thanks again. Cheers.
Cheers.